Hey everyone, and welcome to round 2 of the Limberry Division.
Hey Stan,
What's up?
make IFME go up against Meow. I want to see how those two teams do.
Oh wow, speaking of that, we have Meow versus IFME this time.
Oh,
What an awesome
wow,
guess.
you're so quick at.
I totally paused the video and loaded it up while everyone else wasn't looking. What am I doing? Here we go. We've seen these teams before, but we'll go over them again. We have Abyssinian the Lancer with Punch Art. He has just the supportive Punch Arts if I remember correctly. It's the one with maintenance. Perfect the Samurai. He's got Straw and Steel. He's rocking Steel Heart and Steel Armor. Calico the Chemist with Yin Yang Magic. And Toiger, every time, I laugh every time. Toiger the Summoner.
Team Meow is pretty beast. I like them.
Yeah, it's true. And for IFME, we have Helm the Knight. He's got Elemental Counterflood. Lorien the Summoner. I like that jump +1. It's good use of jump +1.
Yeah.
Amon the Mime and Cirith the Mediator. This is the team that we had the Magic Ring absorbing Kamaitachi,
Yeah.
which was pretty sweet. First map is going to be map 68. Breathful Garrison.
Trying to figure out what IFME stands for. Maybe it's insane friendship making everyone Avix. ...
Oh, this is inside Bethla. I see.
Yeah, this is where Blanche slams his fist on the table and says, "Your words are harsh."
It's an epic scene.
Blanche from the Golden Girls.
Oh, I get it.
I'm glad that she had a role in this game. I think she got snubbed at the Oscars, though, for her performance in Tactics.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Wow, that Ramu did 160 damage. Must have been best compat or something. Summons aren't that strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be. He's doing 160 damage with a spear. Oh, so you can get a Petrify. Nice.
Oh.
What were you saying?
IFME is still in the yellow, right?
Yep. I could have swore that X potion would have hit that Lancer. Ooh, nice gunshot.
Stigma, nice. Bring the summoner back in.
So last match we had Avix with a super offensive team, and forgot the team name already. Who was he fighting against?
He was Killers, Velius' team.
Yeah, they both were very offensive. But I mean, who was he fighting this time? I forget already.
Team Meow.
Meow, right?
They're one of the ones that are very tanky and hard to take down, and they prolong fights.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was getting at. Although that holy was pretty nice on that mime. 350 damage.
Yeah, it did. I don't know, but speaking of holy, you know, last tournament, you really should have brought in more physical power. Because our team we would have won if it weren't for you wasting time with magic like holy, you know.
That's true. I see what you're getting at.
Complete Boy was right.
Yeah, we would have won if we had more offense instead of just the ninja and the knight.
Mm-hmm.
I like that after he said that. I was like, well, in the next tournament, maybe you could make the team. And, and then take it all the way to the finish and win. You know, we won't have to carry
No,
you
that-
next time. And he was
We
like,
got
oh.
second place, and it certainly wasn't from any help from him. So he's like, yeah, whatever. I'm too busy. Make the unit for me.
Yeah. My favorite was he's like, oh, thanks, buddy, but I don't think so.
Yeah, fun
Like-
fact for all the viewers watching who were watching that last tournament, Complete Boy's contribution to our team was a knight with Chaos Blade and Maximilian, etc. We're like, dude, you're breaking every rule in the book. And he's like, oh, we'll go with this. And then he gives us a unit that has like move +3 and move HP up.
That was my favorite. He's got
And we
H.
kept having to explain to him, there are rules, go off this list. And he's like, I don't have time for that. You guys just do it for me.
On HP restore, move +3, move HP up, counter. Just put Chaos Blade in all of my equipment slots, please. So,
This match has been pretty close.
yeah, this is coming down to it.
I think Team Meow's got it, but
Just the Mediator versus the Lancer.
and the Mediator is stuck in sandbag, so...
And the Lancer's at full. That Salamander, though, it's pretty
Oh.
devastating.
Odin, holy shit.
Guarded on the Lancer.
Guarded.
Back into sandbag mode again. Luckily, the AI does put more priority on killing a unit than resurrecting one of their own.
Do they?
Yep.
Oh,
You
just,
just-
yeah, if they're in range.
Yeah, if they can drop an enemy, they'll do it over reviving, or else this would never end. Or maybe
Kill the
not.
summoner.
Maybe it's like a 50-50 toss-up or something. Oh, wow.
Oh,
what an
Avix.
upset.
That was nice. I like that battle.
Good job, Avix.
I like when it's kind of close and you can't tell who's gonna win.
And he petrified the nearly full HP Lancer. Alright, we're back for match 2, or round 2, or whatever I'm calling these. I'm going to Squeegee Woods. I like Squeegee Woods.
Squeegee Woods.
This is every 1.3 player's first introduction to how badass goblins are.
Yeah.
I actually lost to those goblins not too long ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, I came in with a bunch of chemists and squires. I was confused, blind, and dead.
I know, because I don't read the change logs. The first time I encountered a goblin who could do triple punch, I just lost it. I was like, what the fuck, Archael? Why would you do that?
Triple punch is devastating, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was an irritating noise. There's something about EPSXC that running at high FPS screws with the audio drivers.
Oh, do you have the game sound running?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the sound effects and all the audio, or all the music is removed from the patch.
No.
Another Holy on that Mime is gonna instantly KO. And an 84% Petrify is gonna definitely turn this around quick.
Yeah, I think Avix is probably going to win again though, because he's got a lot more offensive power.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, with that miss too. It's unfortunate for him.
There's a lot of good compat between these two teams.
You say not a lot?
No, there is a lot.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm noticing just some high numbers, so...
That's also this tournament as well. Although, yeah, with the summons like Revue doing almost 200 damage,
Yeah.
that's gotta be good compat. If I cared, I would actually check. I'm a scumbag.
Yeah, pro tip, Avix, when you're watching this and you're taking notes on how to do commentary, you can do the pre-battle thing and like analyze the compatibilities and blah 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 like people are requesting. Or you can just ignore them. As the commentator, do whatever you want.
That's what I told him when he posted it in the thread, defending about his commentating style and stuff. He started off his post with, "Well, you're stuck with me because I'm the one doing it," and then went on this huge 5-paragraph spree about why. I was like, I would have just stuck with the first sentence. Would have just flipped the bird at that point.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the only thing I prefer is pre-battle to go into the formation screen and show the units. Don't just scroll across them showing the names of the units. Open it up so we see the equip and abilities of the units. Just go through them all once, and then go into the battle. That's all I need to see. So.
And pretty much, you just get a basic idea of what each unit's going to do.
Yeah, and you don't have to take your time either, because people can pause the video if they want to look at a unit more in depth, or if they want to compare zodiacs. It's like Philsov said, just give him a spreadsheet with all the teams and all their abilities and zodiac signs, and he'll do the pre-battle stuff himself. I think it's the same for video watching. Is that if somebody really wants to, before the battle, analyze the shit out of how the teams will stand against each other, let them pause the video and figure all that out themselves. I think for most viewers, we just want to get to the action, so don't even worry about it. Show the units real quick, then get to it. That's my advice.
I really don't even have the attention span to watch videos that don't feature our team or a friend's team or something.
I force myself to watch videos of other teams, just so I know what I'm going to be up against later, but it is hard to work up that ambition, because usually you're like, oh, my team, I'm so excited. Next video, some other team I've never heard of, whatever, I guess I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's I have a lot of other videos to be watching on YouTube.
Yeah. We're busy people, Avix, us viewers, so
exactly.
Just get to it. Anyone has a problem with it, just tell them to fuck themselves.
Could you just do our videos first, get all those done? That's all that's really necessary.
Yeah, Avix, that's all you have to do when you're hosting a tournament is just only record battles of Scab P versus everyone else, and then at the end declare us the winner, no matter what the results are. That's all you have to do. So, a bit of advice for you, pal.
I'm sure he'll take it to heart. Or I should say he better.
I did leave a comment on one of his videos, from the first round. But there was one part where he cracked me up. He's like, "Ooh, seeing a lot of marksman abilities. Seeing a lot of marksman abilities in this tournament, as opposed to the last tournament."
Yeah,
it's because last tournament was vanilla. There was no marksman.
All right, so Avix lost this round.
Yeah, going to a tiebreaker.
Another tiebreaker. All right, we're back for the tiebreaker. This time on map 63, Golgorand Execution Site.
Oh, my favorite place.
Golgorand.
Golgorand.
Yeah, your solo thief hit a bit of a wall here. Not like a Velius wall, but...
No.
Not like 800 resets kind of a wall.
That was fun, the live stream we did for that. I really felt like I had a chance to bond with Angel for the first time, because she was in the community, but I don't really post much on ID, so I didn't really know her all that well. But she showed up for the live stream, and she was there for the entire stream. So
nice.
Yeah, I really got a chance to chat with her and get to know her, and just laughing at how much she swears.
She swears like a sailor. Like a drunk, angry sailor.
Other people were kind of in and out, I can hang out in the stream, but I gotta go. And then other people would show up later, so... But Angel was there the whole time. She's like, I got nothing else to fucking do.
Sadly, I missed it. Would have been fun. So the two Odins off the bat, doing significant damage. And it's 3v3 already. You're about to say something.
Oh, that I think Avix has this in the bag.
Yeah, you think his team is that good?
Even though someone just got charged on 2 of his units. 3 now, because one was revived just in time for the summon.
It's like, oh, thanks, man. I really... Oh, nice.
Oh, counter blood heal. Nice.
Proc Donak and healed her. It's a mixed bag. It's too bad that we removed monster skill. That would have been fun.
Yeah, that would have been abused like crazy though.
I mean, there's not much that you could abuse with it, besides like Dragon Beam and
I suppose
squid one.
I suppose it wouldn't have been too overpowered to allow it, considering that yes, monster skill does lead to some devastating attacks, but first the AI has to use it smartly, like actually stand next to a unit with monster skill, and the AI doesn't always do things like that, so...
Yeah, actually the AI didn't consider monster skill in any of the match tests we did.
Yeah.
Which is weird. They do it a lot when you're actually playing the game. Maybe it's just because you notice it more often when you're getting destroyed by it.
Yeah. Such a fairy.
Man, Fairy was so good in the last tournament. It's like super fast, super strong cure.
Yeah.
I missed that tournament. We did really well on that
fun. That was one of the best tournaments.
Oh, nice crit for 400 damage. Yeah, well, we're down to a mime versus a samurai. Oh, it looks like Avix loses.
Yep. Well,
can't win them all.
GG. Avix, because you lost that round, you're no longer the host of the tournament. Team Meow. Who created Team Meow again? It was like KN something.
Yeah, KC724.
KC724 is the new host of the tournament, so get to work, Casey.
That
Start
means
downloading Skype and...
It means you're not going to rag on Avix anymore. You should be happy about that.
Yeah, Avix, you won in the end.
Alright, now we're on to the second match between Upwelling Power and...
Upswelling Power Bottom.
and Velius' Mage Killers.
Velius' Mage Butts. Oh, I'm gonna roll.
Just to go over them quickly, we already seen these guys. We got Negotiator the Mediator, Dirge the Bard, Trader the Knight, Jalkin the Oracle, and for Velius we got Drugs the Chemist,
got Drugs,
got Hands the Monk,
got Hands,
got Jukes the Knight, and
got
Mary
Jukes.
Jane the Geomancer.
Got Buds.
Yeah, she should have been Got Buds.
Yeah.
Got Smoke or something. Going to map 70. I don't have my super pimp like dual screen setup like I do upstairs.
Oh.
So it's all ghetto. I gotta switch between windows and stuff.
First world problems.
Tell me about it. It's like I had to walk home and my beard froze. Ugh. It's the worst.
Canada problems.
I saw a funny, one of those like skeptical black kid memes with like the black kid with the white woman there, and he's giving her the look. And he's like, "So you're telling me that you run water because you don't want others to hear you poop?" It's like, wow, yeah, that is first world problems to the extreme.
Okay, I was about to say, did Canada problems really remind you of that, or is that first world problems?
We're very, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, Magic Song goes off twice in a row. Oracle got a nice boost.
I must have a little bit of a delay then.
Well, that's too bad.
Because you knew it was going off twice in a row, and you said it right before it went off the second time, so...
Well, that's not that bad then. It was only like a second.
That's alright, I'm barely even commenting on the matches anyway.
Yeah, they said that they wanted color commentators, right? So, that's what they get. They get two guys just chatting while the match goes on.
Well, fortunately this time, you got me when I'm like at work drinking coffee. If I'd been home though, I probably would have been drinking some homemade bathtub hooch and getting really nasty with my trash talk, but you guys lucked out this time.
That would have been okay too. I think we'd be okay with that. With auto potion, guns seem to be a loose cannon, especially if you're using just the base gun.
Yeah. Why would anybody be using the base gun instead of Chocobo cannon gun?
I mean, it keeps you at a distance, right?
Yeah.
The AI always goes in for an attack, but if you have ranged, they'll stay at the maximum range that they can while attacking.
Yeah.
So it keeps the supports out of the battle, but... Oh, nice petrify.
Okay, so you'd go with the lower gun to try to discourage attacks, but encourage keeping a distance.
Oh, they would still attack a lot.
Yeah.
They would just discourage them from closing with the enemy.
Yeah.
Because there's one thing the AI loves to do, it's to run up and hit stuff with whatever's in their hands.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do it at the expense of all else. As we've seen in that video where the wizard triggered HP restore on the critical lancer. It's like, oh my god, the AI can't be any stupid.
That's why Complete Boy has a point that we really should just go with, strong attacks at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Swords and honor and knights.
Yeah, no stealing, or no charming, no items, no spells.
No cowardly ninjas fighting with stealth and hiding in shadows like cowards.
Oh, if that petrify had gone off, that would have been hilarious. That knight would have trapped both of them in there. That would have been priceless. It's not like they're getting out anytime soon. Oh, it's gonna defy pain, yup. Nice.
Defy pain is a lot more useful than I remember it.
Yeah, I've never actually used it before.
Yeah. I think I used it like in chapter 1 at some point and thought, But when you get higher HP units, it's extremely useful. So.
Mm-hmm. I loaded up my save from 1.3.06, so I didn't have any chance to screw around with low level guys yet. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, they're trapped in there.
Alright.
Will they even be able to do anything?
I think he's singing.
Like they have item. Oh yeah, he is singing.
I don't know how I could tell that by just looking at his feet, but I could.
Well, he wasn't moving in place. Oh, he can shoot guns from inside there.
Oh, nice.
He's got like a little bunker to shoot out of.
I'd love it if he was the last unit remaining and the enemies couldn't get to him.
That would be priceless. Oh, now they win.
Alright, which team was that just won?
I have no idea. I'll have to check the replay.
The viewers know,
of course,
especially the owner of the team is probably celebrating, and here we are,
just ignoring the battle.
Just going, I don't know whose team that was. Probably someone insignificant, unimportant.
Well, their name isn't Scabby, so I mean it's not that.
And then he has a single tear.
Just a shot of his living room and his feet dangling from the ceiling. That may have gone a bit too far. Alright, we're back for round 2, and this time we're going to map 76.
And it was Velius who won that last match.
Yes, Velius
so
Mage.
Velius, Don't kill yourself, because we did care enough to go back and rewatch and figure out who the victor was. So
Yeah,
you're the victor, Velius.
Don't hang yourself. That would be very tragic.
Yeah.
Although it did make for a good laugh.
Stann and BP were mean to me in one of their videos. I mean, if you're gonna kill yourself over something, over an excuse as lame as that, then you're dedicated. There was nothing we could do to stop you, but we are sorry.
We're sorry that you feel that way. We're going for a non-apology here. Non-apologies are best apologies. So we get to see Last Song again, that's always fun. The chemist with his last song singing.
Yeah. You think you've seen everything in this game until you do tournaments, and then suddenly something new. Because I don't think I've ever seen Last Song performed, ever. I don't think I've ever even used it.
Really? It's pretty good stability. I think the first time I've ever seen it was one of Cecil's 1.3 video playthroughs.
Oh yeah.
He was using Last Song and Frog 2 at Dorter Trade City.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't fuck around when he plays 1.3.
No, it's like grind to 99 at the very first chance. Get Sacred. Mimic Titan all the people.
Yeah.
I'm having lots of fun with my current playthrough with monsters. My Quek Lane kill, I didn't attack him until the very end. I killed him with counter magic on Dark Bio with my 2 eyeballs.
Nice.
Yeah, it was doing like 500 damage around without ever attacking him.
One of these days I need to get around to just sitting down and watching all of your current Let's Play videos. Problem is that I'm kind of burned out on tactics. Like, I can barely work up the ambition to do a tournament,
Oh god, don't even start it with that. I can't watch any videos. There are so many, and a lot of them by people that I like, and I'm like, I wish I could get the energy to actually watch your videos and talk to you about them. It's not your fault that I don't want to watch them, trust me.
Yeah. I mean, I already use up way too much of my spare time watching Yogscast videos. Like, I can't help it that they're running too many great series right now. So there's usually like 10 videos a day I have to watch. Like,
yeah, they do. They pump out a lot of them, but they got like 5 or 6 cast members.
Oh no, it's something more like 20 nowadays. But I don't watch them all. Like I'm watching the main channel's Galacticraft series, the Moon Quest, and then of course everything Sips ever does ever. So he's got the Sipsco Space Program, and he's got the Sipsco Dirt Factory series. He's got his Skyrim series, his SimCity series. I watch all of his videos. And then on Duncan's channel, I've been really hooked on his Civilization 5 videos. So.
Yeah, I used to like Duncan a lot, but I haven't watched any Yogscast videos in a while.
Yeah, you should watch his Civilization 5 videos, because even though that game doesn't make any sense to me and I can't tell what the hell's going on, it's him, Lewis, Sips, Shin, and Rithian all together, all playing. So the conversations they all have are pretty funny.
Why can't they use their names? All those names are stupid.
Yeah, I know. I think Lewis is the only one who uses his name.
Lewis and Simon, right?
Yeah.
And coming from a guy that only uses his name on the internet, it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I don't care that Sips uses the name Sips instead of Chris, because Sips is the man.
Well, if you add that qualifier.
Yeah, he's the real guy. The best guy. But yeah, the watching all of my friends' tactics videos, if only I had that kind of spare time to add more YouTube viewing to my day.
I got video games to play at work, leave me alone.
Well, then there is a certain point where it's like, I don't even feel like playing Tactics, my favorite game of all time, so why would I watch someone else play it?
Yeah, I actually, besides my LP that I do like once every 3 weeks, I haven't played any 1.3 in a long time.
Yeah. I think the one and only time I've done a full playthrough of 1.3 was back at version 1.3028.
Nice. My current War of the Lions 1.3 playthrough, I think I'm at the very last couple fights. Just have to go through book storage like level 4 and 5, I think.
Yeah.
Go into Moron Death City or whatever it's called. I just can't be asked to actually do it. Those fights get really bullshit near the end of the game.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about being burned out on tactics in general, but that's not entirely true because I really have been missing my Solo Thief challenge. Like, I can't wait to get back to it. But I'm tired of trying to struggle to record videos and upload them with this ancient laptop. Even though Tactics runs pretty well and I'm able to record it fairly well, I'd rather just wait until I have a system that's a little faster about it.
Rendering videos takes for fucking ever if you don't have a good computer.
Yeah. Plus, it'll help when I have more space, so that I can actually do full frames and then compression afterwards instead of just auto compressing right after or during the rendering process, just because I don't have enough space on this laptop to do uncompressed,
You want those 20 gigabyte video files?
Yeah. That take 2 days to render, yeah.
Those are the ones, yeah. 144 frames a second.
And who knows, maybe when I have a new computer and, a beast of a system with some real proper video editing, I might even think about returning to the Chronicles, maybe.
The Chronicles?
Yeah. And I'm not talking about, teaming up with my old buddies at Tactics and having them do event editing, because, that plan, as much as I love Cheetah, was really holding things back. I'm gonna go right back to the old school Photoshop, low production value, because that was when it was fun for me, doing it all by myself. Once I got teammates who were like, let's really up the production value, go HD and event editing and blah blah blah, it took a lot of the fun out of it for me, because my job then consisted of writing scenes, sitting back and waiting for scenes to finally be event edited. And it was like, I can't. When my inspiration levels are up, they're up for an hour, and that hour I'll do something. But then if I gotta wait a few days, they come back and they're like, I finally got it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, like Ark was saying in that news article recently, scope creep really kills you. Oh wow, he stepped onto a degenerator trap. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I thought traps were removed in this patch. I didn't even know there was a degenerator trap in that corner.
I didn't even know there was any degenerator traps in 1.3.
I don't think there's supposed to be.
Right, because Avix only patched over everything but the ENTD, so it was left from the vanilla patch.
Okay.
Because if you screw with the
but I didn't even know there was one in vanilla back there.
I guess it was overlooked. It's kind of in an obscure place on the map.
Yeah. One thing I feel like I should clarify is that don't take what I was ranting about earlier to mean that I blame Cheetah and Chad for killing the Chron. They were really doing fantastic work, and I was just as guilty of what's that phrase that Archael came up with in his article?
Scope creep.
Scope creep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just as guilty of that as they were. I was really losing my ambition and feeling the pressure of a project and thinking, I'd rather just give up on the project than face that pressure, so.
Well, scope creep is where you keep adding more and more things to your project and it slowly snowballs out of control to the point where there's so much work that you can never get it finished.
Yeah. And I think, Cheetah was definitely the guy pushing and encouraging that we add more things and do more hacks and up the production value. But I was agreeing to all of it, so I'm just as guilty.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not blaming anyone. That's all on you, buddy.
There are times when I do sit back and think, like I read Archael's article, and I thought, Archael, you do realize that for most people, this is just a hobby. It's not a job to finish a project. Like, yeah, I know projects don't get finished, but, I mean, he takes that shit really seriously, and whenever I see a project get abandoned because it was just too much work and nobody really has the time for it, I just think, oh well, that's life,
Mm-hmm. Life happens.
I don't go on a rampage and think, if only you guys had better organization and inspiration and team management structure and blah blah blah. It's like, no, it's just a hobby, man. Calm down.
I'd love to be able to have the necessary hacking skills to finish my Final Fantasy V mod, but that game is broken beyond my control.
Yeah.
I don't even want to get into it. It's just fucked.
Yeah, I think Archael just needs to realize that he is 1 in a million in that he can take a project as big as 1.3 and really dedicate himself to it and finish it, I think he seems to expect anybody who starts a project to be just as hardworking and ambitious as he is, but it's just reality is that he's a rare person that he can do that. Most people have the ambition to want to do a project, but they don't have what it takes to finish it, and that's just how life is,
I'm sure just like me, you have something like 7 or 8 different chapter 1s already written.
Oh yeah.
I know you're into writing and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I have this awesome idea, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be this world with all these characters. And then you get like 30 pages in and you're like,
Well, and as a writer, I kind of feel like if I'm going to build up the ambition to really finish a project, I'd rather put that energy towards finishing a novel rather than finishing, a machinima series that I started on the internet over a favorite game of mine,
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't feel any regrets for giving up on the Chronicles. Like someday maybe I'll go back to it just because it was fun. But that's all it was for me. It was just a fun little hobby.
Yeah, it's a way to kill the time, basically.
Yeah. As far as my inherent laziness goes, I'm working harder at combating that when it comes to my writing than my hobbies. So.
Mm-hmm. 'Tis true. 'Tis.
This match has been going on for a long time.
Yeah. It looks like Velius is going to win this one, but it might take a while. The Donax and the Auto Potion and the Bloody Strings, they're really chewing up a lot of time. It's 13 minutes into this battle. If it was just me by myself at this point, I would just be complaining that the battle's still going. Kinda like we're doing now, except without all the conversation in between.
I think at one point you would have just said, guys, sorry for the long silence you're about to face, but I'm gonna go have lunch, I'm gonna go make a snack. Just walk away and let it play.
I'm just gonna put in some music here, I hope you guys can keep up with 1,000 frames a second. Just unlimit the FPS and walk away. I believe I did that in one of the test videos that we did. When I came back, there was just a picture of a pig holding like a bag over his head. It's like he picked up a bag off the ground.
Okay. I thought I lost you for a second there.
Oh, did Skype drop for a second?
Yeah, my screen is frozen, but I can still hear you, so...
Well, that's good. It's, nothing has changed. They don't have any AoE, and they can't deal with the sandbag. So they're basically just biding their time.
Yeah, Velius though looks okay. It's back for me. He looks like he's got all 4 of his units up. So.
Mm-hmm. If that bard didn't have that super OP harp, he'd be dead so long ago. And the knight doesn't want to do anything but threaten and speed ruin.
It is. You got stuck with all of the long sandbag, drawn out teams so far this tournament.
It's true. I mean, that was the first video of the last division.
Yeah.
The other 2 weren't too bad.
Yeah, but then the first 3 matches that you did were like that too.
Mm-hmm. Before I upped the FPS, the first match was like 16 or 19 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hope Avix has time to download all these videos, because they're gonna be fucking huge. Alright, so Velius is no longer in the sandbag loop. Now that the Geomancer's actually healed up, this might come to a close.
So maybe they'll actually do some attacking, because I keep seeing that monk walking around not doing anything.
Yeah, what is up with that monk? I didn't even have the screen.
Selected, yeah, I noticed that.
Tried to press buttons and nothing happened. Yeah, I don't know, he should be punching.
He's got 13 PA and 70 Brave.
He just doesn't want to punch anyone with Don't Act. He doesn't have any, like, Wave Fist or Earth Slash.
He's scope creeped out.
He's doing too many things.
He's given up on his project of killing units.
Alright, look, God Hands. You really gotta focus on this. My god.
That bard is a beast down.
The Mediator won't die. The Bard won't die. Maybe 90 for X Potion was too strong. Oh, okay. Finally.
Finally killed that Oracle.
I get it.
Because Avix kept calling a Mediator an Oracle. That was fun.
Yeah.
Avix, I'm sorry, I was picking on you quite a bit over your first round of commentary. I know you're new to it, and it takes some getting used to. You kept calling a Mediator an Oracle, and I was just cracking up. It was like, oh, he's so new. He's such a noob.
Listen, you newbie. Yeah, he was calling the marksman a ninja as well at one point.
Yeah.
It's all good. God, Monk, would you stop not doing stuff?
He doesn't have to feel bad about that, though. Archael does it all the time, like in his solo Archer series.
Yeah, and in our matches as well.
Yeah.
He did it a few times. Alright, so Velius finally wins. Congratulations.
Which match was that?
2. It was match 2, right?
Yeah, so he won both matches then?
Yep.
Okay.
Congrats to you.
Congrats.